All right, now there is a third way to go about working with WordPress and installing WordPress, and that is to create what's referred to as a local installation of WordPress. What that means is we're going to install WordPress on your computer. So, in other words, you don't need a web server, you don't need an internet connection. And you know, if you want to go further with your development, this is really where it's at, because obviously you want to have an environment where you can perform some testing, you can mess around with your design, you can try out plugins without, any threat of actually, damaging or blowing up your live blog, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set this up with you on the Mac here first, and if you're a Windows user, skip ahead to the next exercise where we'll set this up on a Windows machine. But in any regard, what we're going to do here on the Mac is we're going to use an application called MAMP, M-A-M-P. So you can navigate to mamp.info and go ahead and head over to that site, and that'll bring you to this screen here, this page here. And by the way, MAMP stands for Macintosh, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And this really is an application. It's a free application, which is awesome. It's a free application that's going to allow us to install and run a local Apache and MySQL server, which rules. Now, again, I am not the world's most technical guy. Apache? MySQL? I don't know. But the whole idea here is that we can get this set up and running with relative ease and then get WordPress installed on our local computers. It rules. So let's see how this is going to work. So head over to mamp.info, scroll down a little bit, and I just grabbed this guy here. I didn't bother with MAMP Pro. I just grabbed MAMP. I clicked on Download Now. Now, I've already gone and downloaded this guy, but you can go ahead and download this guy and save him onto your desktop, which is exactly what I did. Let me just cancel out of this here. I'm going to go and hide Firefox. And there's MAMP sitting on the desktop there, the MAMP download. So I'm going to go ahead and double-click on that guy. Okay, and there's our MAMP DMG here on the Mac. I'll go ahead and double-click on that. Okay, and let's just zip through the installation process here. I'm just going to skip that just to speed things up here. Get this guy rocking. Okay, here we go. All right, so all I want to do here is I just want to take the MAMP folder here and simply drop it into my applications folder. That's really all there is to it here to install the MAMP application. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's go and fire up MAMP. Now, I have Quicksilver installed on my Mac, which I love. So normally myself, I just fire up Quicksilver and type in whatever application it is that I'm after, and I go and fire them up there. But, I'm going to go the long way here, but, I should go and eject this volume here first. Okay, let's head into the applications and then into MAMP. There he is, right there. Did I do that too fast? I'm zipping along here. I'm assuming you're cool with this. I just went into my Mac hard drive, into applications, and then MAMP, or the Quicksilver. I could activate Quicksilver, and then I could type in MAMP, and then go and find MAMP here in my list of files here. It should be in there somewhere. But anyway, Quicksilver is a bit of a digression and really not related to what we're talking about here. But anyway, I should do a little tutorial on Quicksilver. But anyway, there's MAMP inside my applications folder. I'll go and launch this guy here. There he is right there. I want the actual MAMP application. Double click on this guy because it's an application which has been downloaded. Are you really sure you want to open it? Yes, I am. Open. Okay. Now, this is MAMP. And what we have here is there's our Apache server. Oh, hang on just 1 second here. What happens here, I'm going to explain exactly what's going on here. Just give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. So what happens here when MAMP launches, when we open the application, what's going to happen is it's going to try to start the two servers, the Apache server and the MySQL server. And we need both of them to run our local installation of WordPress. And what happened there on me, because I kind of got ahead of myself, is what happens is when the two servers kick in, when the two servers fire up there, what happens, I'm just going to flip over to Firefox here, is it's going to open up this Welcome to MAMP screen here. If you can see this page, MAMP is installed on your Mac and everything is working. Woo! Rockin'. Awesome. Okay, so we'll come back to this in just a second. I want to show you some other things related to the actual MAMP software here, our application here. So I've got a bunch of options here. I can stop the servers if I want to turn them off. I can open the start page, and the start page is that page that just opened for me back in Firefox. That's the start page there. So at any time I can click on Open Start Page. And then we have preferences. Now let me show you the preferences here. I'm just going to click on preferences here to pop in here. Start and stop the servers when starting MAMP. So whenever I launch MAMP, whenever I fire up the application, the servers are going to automatically start. Stop the servers when I quit MAMP. That's fine. Otherwise they would continue to run in the background, which I guess is fine if you want, but you know, it's kind of RAM intensive. But anyway, check for MAMP Pro, open start page at startup. Yes, definitely. We want to, I usually leave that turned on anyway, because I'm kind of lazy, but anyway. Then we have ports. I leave the defaults here, the Apache port, which is 8888, and the MySQL, which is 8889. But you can change those if you want to mess with ports here with MAMP. And then over to the PHP tab, what version of PHP? Again, I just leave all these defaults here. If you know about this stuff, of course, you can get in here and mess around, but leaving the defaults for me has proven just fine. So, but what I do want to do is over on the Apache tab, this is really cool. What I can do here in this document root field is I can specify where the local installation of WordPress resides on my Mac. So in other words, what directory have I installed WordPress into? And we haven't installed WordPress yet, but I'm going to go ahead and click on Select. And then inside this little browser window here, what I'm going to do anyway is I'm going to go into a shared folder that I have on my hard drive, and then into 10 Ton Books, and then I've created a subfolder here called Site, which is empty right now. But on your side, I hope this makes sense. On your side, all you do is just point MAMP to wherever you want to go and install WordPress. It's pretty straightforward there, so hopefully no worries here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. Okay, now, sometimes the servers conk out on you there. There, I just saw Apache come back to life there. So hopefully all good there. Hopefully you're still alive there.